number two. Her husband went and got her as number two, and number one was not so happy about it. I know you can talk about preaching to the Muslim community, the girls, and it seems like it's something doable, but it's not so easy because I mean, anyone who loves anyone, you don't want to share. I like my soda, and so I drink it, and I want to drink it alone. I don't want to share it with everyone. That feels intrusive. So that is how many women would look at it, or how many men would look at it. Say, suppose a woman has more than one husband, and on hearing it's taboo. Oh my goodness. This lady told me that she went, this lady said that she went, there is someone who wrote a comment that I wanted to read. Abdul Hakim Wangale, you talked about having and then you stopped there. Please finish up because I don't know what you were talking about. And Audrey said, but sharing is caring. There are some things I am free to share, but there are some things that I feel like if I gave up, I can't. You know, like the heart is made different. It's not like that bottle of soda that I gave an example of. The heart is made different. It can care. It can love. It can, care for so many people. I know love, sharing is caring, but how many of us would really love to share our, that really thing that means so much to us? Anyway, I for one, I would find it hard if, especially, I knew that it's going on. I would find it hard to deal with, and I don't know whether I would have the grace to stay in there. But you people can go ahead and let me know in the comments whether it's something that is easy. Abdul Hakim, you can go ahead and share because I hear by the name. Maybe you can shed light into the Muslim community. And Suda says, like, want you can share. Like, what can I share? Oh, I can share many things. I can share my food. I can share my house. I can share clothes. I can even help you with my phone. But when it comes to a partner or a husband, that is not easy. For me, that's not easy. Anyway, I would like to keep to myself. I'm a bit selfish in that area. But sooner, if for you, you are okay, let us know that you are okay if your woman, you came home and your woman had 4 other husbands, whether that would rub off the right way. For me, it wouldn't. So that is why I'm saying I always put myself in someone else's shoes. Would I be able to handle? Is it something I can cope with? But if I cannot, then I'm telling you here and now, it's not something I would go for because I know it comes with a lot of challenges. I, for one, I wouldn't. So, Audrey, you can let me know if sharing is caring, whether for you are okay with it. I wouldn't. What about capital? Suna says, what capital are you talking about when they are sharing? You're sharing, this partner with other people. What capital are you talking about? We are talking about polygamy, sharing. The thing is, we are talking about polygamy. That is the practice of having more than one spouse at the same time. Yeah. Most commonly, we hear that it's the men who have 4 wives, 5 wives, but we don't hear much about the polyandry where the woman has 4 husbands or 5 husbands. It's unheard of. It's starting to crop up, but on a minimal scale. Now, I don't know how you guys would cope. You can let me know in the comments if it's something that you can easily digest. I, for one, I can't. There's this Muslim lady that I was talking to. Oh, you're talking about starting a business. Okay, soon I will handle that one. Today we are talking about polygamy, having more than one husband or one wife at the same time. But business, we'll talk about it. If it's the topic you want us to talk about, starting a business, yeah, you can let me know, confirm in the comments, and we'll discuss that next time. next Friday. If it's the one you want us to talk about, yeah, we can talk about business next time. But today we are talking about polygamy. Yes, I hope that is clarified. Otherwise, there is this lady that I was telling you about, a Muslim lady. She got married and was number two. And the first lady was not treating her very well. So she suggested to Al Hajj, Abdul, I was waiting for you to say something because your name is ringing all the bells in defense of this one. Let me hear what you said. You said, well, it's like this. One may be good and the other one is bad. If you show her the care but she doesn't respect you, you may be forced to look for another. Oh, so Abdul, I need to get this right. Does that mean you don't marry because you need more women in your life? You marry because one has disappointed you? Please explain on that one. I've always wanted, I was curious about polygamy. Why is it that a man can get more than one wife? Now, please explain more because you said one may be good and another one bad. Yeah, like that's what I thought as well. That you could marry a woman, you target to get to go for four, and the religion tells you that you should treat them equally. And if you marry this one and she's good, and then you get number two, and number two is a witch, or number two is quarrelsome, number two is dirty, then you choose to go for number three, and number three is worse. She's and not entertaining. She wouldn't want your family people around. She's ready to fist fight with you. I wanted to know why you really go for those numbers. So, Abdul, that would be nice if you explain and shed light more on that one. Because you said, well, it's like this, one may be good and the other may be bad. If you show her the care but she doesn't respect you, you may be forced to look for another. Does that mean if you marry one and she treats you right, she's respectful, you don't actually go for a second, third, and fourth wife? Because I thought when the money increases, then you see you can afford many of these ladies, and so you just collect and add to your treasure. You know, you just show off, these are my ladies, and once you line them up, like I saw the president of Tanzania when the husband, I think, when she was sworn in as president and she was sitting with her co-wives, it would look really amazing. I wouldn't go for that, but she did look really good. Okay, with all that, given the fact that she's the president, oh my goodness, it was nice to watch. I don't know how they keep it up, but in the cultural setting of Muslims, it's really acceptable. But there is this lady that I was telling you about. Her first co-wife is the one who was making it so hard for her. And so she suggested to Al Hajj to get number three. And when Hajj got number three, it became worse because number one connived with number three, and they still pointed all the guns to number two, to the point that she ran mad. I mean, at one point, she undressed in her sitting room, got her basin filled with water when her kids are right there, and started washing, having a bath right in the living room until they got some family members in the house to help her stop, doing what she was doing. But all this was because of this whole getting a second wife, third wife. I think it's more pain than actually good. Abdul says something. I'll respond to Abdul's comments right away because he suits the topic that we are discussing about. Abdul says she turns around to you, to your mother and relatives, so you may be pushed to another. Or is it? So is that the reason? Because I really was wondering, why do people go for second? I mean, no, but Abdul shed light. Why is number two not enough? Or say like, okay, the first one was not good. Then you went to number two, and then number three, then number four. Is it really because of this, or is it because, like you have clothes and they wear out and you want to change and have, a new wardrobe. Is it something like that? Because after being with someone for some time, you really get used to each other and they cease to be that spark that turns on your light. I'm thinking that's the excuse you get, and then you go for a second, third, fourth. But Abdul, you're bringing it in a way that it's us women who are driving you into getting the second, third, and fourth wife. Please shed light. And anyone else who is watching, it's a live podcast. Go ahead and drop in the comments. We will read your comment and get to know also your opinion on this topic of polygamy. As Abdul is trying to shed more light, we will continue. We will wait for Abdul to shed light whether it's because all these men who have more than one, is it because of the reasons you've given, or is it because of similar reasons? I thought it's a religious thing, or it's because uh, you are helping God because there are so many women, and as quote unquote, because I've had many people say there are so many women and very few men, so the men go for more than one in order to help out the ladies who are single. Though I don't think you are everyone's helper. Really, you should find your missing rib and settle down with that one. That's my take. But you can go ahead in the comments. Let me know what your take is on polygamy as a way of living. And this lady had to, the Muslim sheikhs had to come in to try and sort out things. Otherwise, things had gotten really out of hand. It is really not easy for someone to love more than two people. I even don't know how you handle, like if I get to know you have gone off and then you've gone off to not to just go off and work, but you've gone off to be with someone else. I think it is so easy for this party that is left behind to also try and look the other way. What do you think? I think that's likely to happen a lot because the other party is very much aware as to where this person is, and that doesn't sit very well. So they are always quick to run off. Let me know in the comments what your take is on polygamy. In contrast, many societies view polygamy as illegal and a taboo. Why? Because modern relationships, like in the West, are largely built around monogamy. Monogamy, where it is fidelity, one person, one person. It's exclusivity, it's long life commitment, it's emotional, it's you're my partner, not anyone else's. So it's got mixed opinions. Abdul says, after getting number two, the first one will get to know that she was on the rocks, so definitely she will come down a bit. But then why do you go for number three? Are you trying to teach number two as well? And then why do you go for number four? Is it that you're teaching all of them that they can easily be replaced? I even wonder, most of the time when I meet Muslim friends, I ask, when you're sick, who do you choose to go and have, nurse you? Because if you're in a polygamous relationship, I would be like, you were not with me when you are well. I will not take care of you when you're sick. You go to the other person that you've been spending much of your time. But mostly in the Muslim community, when Al-Hajj gets sick, Al-Hajj goes off to number one. And number one is the one who normally, nurses the wounds and, takes care of you. I don't know how that works. I would think if I'm going to be there for you, you have to be there for me. I know you guys can think that material things like buying food on Eid, and buying me a hijab is enough. And so you can come home when you're sick and I'll take care of you. I think that doesn't work very well. You can actually, Abdul, shed more light. We would really love to hear from you. Otherwise, one partner is how it's looked at in the Western culture, exclusivity and long life commitment. But religion and culture aside, what happens emotionally in polygamous relationships? I really need to know. Those of you who are watching, it's a live podcast. Go ahead, drop in the comments and we will be able to read your comments sooner. I know you wanted to talk about setting up businesses, but also you can give your opinion on polygamy. And Audrey, I need to hear. Lillian, if you're out there, Rogers, you're the one who suggested polygamy. So I'm waiting to hear your opinion on polygamy. Remember, guys, polygamy is not only for men. There is what they call polyandry, where women have more than one husband. Though that is not heard of so much, because how can you juggle husbands? I mean, we're not talking about partners. We're talking about husbands where it's official, you went through all the ceremonies and you're married. That is not so common as opposed to uh, polygamy, where really these men go out and in different cultures do all the traditional ceremonies.